Schools always teach you true facts. But that's a lie. As science and discoveries come to light, theories change, but not always what they teach you. But keep calm. Nobody did it with bad intentions. Terrifying secrets live hidden in history and science. So, activate your inner explorer and get ready to unearth the biggest lies the school ever taught you. And for some extra fun, find our mascot Ned hiding throughout the video. Pavlov and the dog bells. It makes your mouth water. It may not be just a common saying. You see a roast beef and some French fries and you melt. Just imagine it makes the saying come true. But everything is not in words. It has been scientifically proven that there is a relationship between what you see or hear and what you feel. Even Pavlov, Russian scientist who showed the link that existed between dogs and a church-like bell. He rang it just before serving food to the dogs, and with just a bell, the canines began to salivate without having tasted anything. This discovery was pure serendipity, since the true investigation was about the secretion of the body when eating, extracting saliva and gastric juices from the dog's body. Pavlov won the Nobel Prize for that investigation in 1904, but he is better known for the physical reaction of salivating and an external stimulus like a bell. Columbus and the Round Earth. Sometimes luck is worth a title that is not yours. It happened to Christopher Columbus. Many claim that he had said that the earth was round. However, he did not waste a drop of sweat from his forehead proving that to be true. Against the truth of the ancient Greeks, Europeans decided to believe that the earth was flat. Each one chose what to think. The truth is that education played a very important role in a person's belief. The most educated knew about the roundness of the earth even long before Columbus appeared. Even the Washington Post commented on this. And so, voice to voice spread the myth that apparently began with a fictional biography that Washington Irving published about the character. Now you may ask yourself how many of these things you believe to be true are lies. The immovable medieval armor. Don't wait for Halloween. Whenever you want, you can dress in your best suits. And at the end of the day, the costume and mask bring something of truth, and perhaps not truth. Remember that you never know what is behind a costume. Medieval armor, a perfect costume to wear and gain an impressive look in seconds. A shiny silver body, but rigid like a car door. Although you're going to be as strong as a rock, you're going to take the title of turtle for your great speed. Medieval knights always won the prize for slowest movement and least mobility. But don't believe it. Historians have revealed that these gentlemen were actually agile in wearing that costume. Daniel Jacquet from the University of Geneva in Switzerland tasted it on different people, and they had no trouble moving. So don't think twice. Wear it whenever you want and go out on the dancing floor with no problem showing your best dance moves. Liquid glass. The glasses of all buildings keep a secret. You just don't enclose voices and memories only. Its more pronounced thickness at the bottom is not the result of chance. Here you will see that moving like jelly has its consequences. A historian carefully observed the ancient crystal. He noticed that there is liquid inside the glass that is rolling down in the style of waterfalls. This way, less amount of liquid remains at the top and more at the bottom. University professors taught their students this simple but great discovery by the historian. After all, there are things that not even science can explain, although strangely, your teacher can. And so, the teaching continued until an investigator appeared on the scene. He pronounced that the viscosity of the glass will not change for millions of years. Who did you believe? Finally, none told the truth. This form derives from the rotatory movement in which the glass was made in the Middle Ages. Did you know? The Great Neanderthal Intelligence. Take a good look in the mirror. After all, what makes you different from the Neanderthals? It may be that little by little you will discover the Neanderthal in you. Research reveals that Neanderthals weren't just cavemen. Like you, they painted pictures and made jewelry. It is not known if they were successful in the kitchen, but the rest was enough. It is not yet entirely clear why they became extinct. While some murmur how unsophisticated they were, others give another reason. They disappeared when they were outnumbered by Homo sapiens, who came from Africa to keep them company. Company? I guess the place was for a single species, so this could explain why they no longer exist. The coal diamonds. That you and your friends believe is the same thing is fantastic. And if your school confirms it, incredible. But make no mistake, nobody said that by agreeing, they are right. It is time to be suspicious of everything around you. Diamonds are beautiful crystalline gems that go very well in your hand. They shine more than the floor in your house and they do not scratch. Maybe that's because they're made of compressed charcoal, or so they said at school. But that's false. Coal is found near the surfaces of the earth. Diamonds in the mantle of it, and we see them thanks to volcanic eruptions. So, although it sounds good, diamonds are not made of coal. So put together your weekend plans very well. Put charcoal on your grill and remove your diamond ring because, as you can see, they're not part of the same game. Dinosaurs are still alive. Be careful what you believe. Even the little ones can make fun of you if they discover that your knowledge is not up to date like a computer. The time has come to know that some of what you have taught in school is wrong. Dinosaurs, those extinct animals or beings that are only seen in drawings. Or at least, that's what you think. Change lenses and look closely. The pigeons in the plaza, the hummingbirds in the park, and the gulls in the neighborhood are all dinosaurs. They may not be identical as a photocopy. The truth is that they have dinosaur genes and evolved from it. Now that you know it, it won't be so inexplicable to see pigeons with long tails or hummingbirds with pronounced crests on their heads outside of a custom party. Witches and bonfires. Don't let your witch face show. And we're not talking about what happens when you wake up each morning. Neither of what you're capable of doing if you discover that your boyfriend is lying. This is much more serious and can happen to you. Europe, continent that witnessed terrifying attacks on the girls of a certain group. They were coldly accused of being witches. So after they were convicted, some were burned. But in England, it was no better. There, they chose to hang them and respect the act as tradition. And it is that in the witch trials, they were all women. Can you imagine? No, they only said that because of the brooms in hands. For the rest, they cheated you. Even men were executed as witches. Left or right brain? Inexplicable. This is how the universe is, and therefore everything that exists. Planets, stars, galaxy, and of course our brain. As in everything there are theories. But what is the truth behind them? Perfect machines that control all activities of the body. That is our brain. What you think and do is under the command of this great helm, but not everything that exists in it is known. As you know, the left hemisphere is in charge of logic and analytics. The right, the arts and imagination. And so, what is the brain activity of people with different personality traits like? Well, as you can see, there are theories that fall short. So while they discover it, pack all sorts of tools in your suitcase and let the helm rule. Shaving and hair thickness. Having hairs on your legs is not pleasant at all. You're not the pet of the house. If you're male, they play a manly role. But in the females, legs can be fatal. So you don't want to be crossing your legs and somebody thinking you're a guy. Shaving is probably the solution to the problem. You remove those hairs and you are like new. But the horror story continues. Those toothpick monsters grow back. It looks like you gave them high doses of vitamins. They are getting thicker and more noticeable due to the shaving. But do you really think that's why? Biologist Kurt Steen has news for you. It's not true. He has studied hair for over 30 years and states that after cutting, only the tip of it changes. The blunt tip, like the one you use for school scissors, pops out and makes you think that the hair is now thicker. It's a relief for you, but not for those who suffer alopecia. Free craftsmen or slaves of the pyramids? The dead took away truths that many did not know, but the dead took with them many truths that nobody knew. But the corpses speak. Never believe that everything ends in a grave, because everything becomes known. Egypt, mysterious place known as the mother of the world or cradle of civilization. Whatever it is, but what matters now is what the more than 40,000-year-old tombs revealed. The builders of the pyramids of Giza were not slaves. They found them buried with mugs of beer and bread for their afterlife. The author of the first find was an Egyptian archaeologist named Zahi Hawass. There have been several versions of the origin of that lie that you believe for so long. The truth is that this myth was spread by Herodotus in his writings and Hollywood movies. Well, at least someone fed your feelings of solidarity with the slaves. Human species living together. Puzzles, incredible hobbies to dust off your neurons. Sometimes it takes you a long time to figure them out, but not as much as the mystery of the species that shared territory with humans 300,000 years ago. Watch this. Africa. Scenario of the existence of different species for many years. Scientists have revealed something unexpected. Early humans coexisted in Africa with a small-brained human species believed to be extinct. It is possible that the behavior attributed to humans were developed by hominid precursors of the Homo sapiens. Digging up fossils reveal that the small-brained ones were Homo naledi, and the scariest thing is that the discovered fossils did not indicate any extinction events. So now, we will have to study more to find out what did that. Knowing who extinguished whom is a brain-blowing task. Literally. I just know that I know nothing. What nice words from Socrates. If your eyes are wide open after all this, calm down. You're not the only one who has lived a little deceived throughout history. And this will not be the only lies that the school or one or other friends have taught you. So blink and activate your ingenuity that you have hidden to find out what is happening with everything around you. After all, no one was to blame. Others may not even have learned the hidden truths of this. We only know that it is perfect that you see us. That is true. So thank you for watching us, and until next time. Remember to click the bell icon after you subscribe so you can get instant notifications of all our new videos.